Hey, I have a lot of friends that are new to homeschooling this year that ask about our curriculum and what our schoolroom looks like. And of course, I know family likes to see and hear about these things too. So I thought I'd make a quick video and share with everybody what we're doing this year. So, schoolroom. Um, it's cozy, pretty simple. It's a small room. You see, we have the bookshelf with all of our books and supplemental stuff on it. We've got Disney portraits on the wall. Ellie has her own little desk with a bouncy ball chair on it where she can bounce and play while she's trying to focus. Hi, kitty cat. I made her a cute little bulletin board this year because she is really into her math, so we've got that visual to go with it. Lissa does most of her school in this reclining chair. She just likes to hang out in a corner of the chair, get her schoolwork done. Obviously, you can't have a schoolroom without an awesome bookshelf, so we've got a bookshelf full of books. And this China Hutch has become the catch-all art supply closet. We have everything from glue guns to clay to different anatomy models that Dr. Brown's office gives us when he has excess. So that is the gist of our little schoolroom. There's not much to it, but the girls really like it, and it's a cozy spot that encourages them to learn, and they actually come in here and play a lot whenever they're not doing their schoolwork. For Ellie's curriculum this year, history, we're doing Story of the World, Volume 1, Ancient Times. This is by Susan Wise Bauer. I really like this because it's chronological. It starts from the nomads and works its way up. There are 4 volumes to this, so we'll be going through this for the next several years. Ellie has already started on this and really likes it. There's a lot about ancient Egypt. There's some Bible intertwined with it. All historically significant. You can see it doesn't have a lot of pictures. It's not super colorful, but it does share different stories and fables from other cultures during those time periods, and she just really enjoys it. So we have that book, and then we have a supplemental workbook that comes with it that has different suggestions for alternative resources. It has comprehension questions in it if I want to go over it and make sure she understood what we were doing. And it has lots of different kinds of projects. And some of these are pretty intense. So we'll be doing some of these throughout the year, but it's not something we have to do. So we'll just kind of take it as we go and see what we want to work with there. For her language arts, we are doing first language lessons for the well-trained mind, level 2. Ellie is super, super strong in her language arts skills, so I just needed something that would kind of review the parts of speech with her, be short, easy lessons. You see each is only a couple of pages long, so that's going to be fun and easy to teach. Our science this year, we're using Apologia, Exploring Creation with Astronomy. Again, this is one we've already started on. She really, really likes it. So if she likes it, that's what we're going to go with. It's laid out visually really nicely, very colorful, lots of pictures. And I just like the way that it tells everything, because it tells you what science says and what they would be learning in public school, but then it also tells you what the Bible says, and then gives you the information to back it up if the Bible says something different. So this is actually a really great curriculum. I used it with Alyssa back in the 4th grade. This is the one where we did the epic periodic table of elements made out of sugar cookies that took 6 hours, and I swore I would never ever do that again, but it looks like I will be doing that again this year because Ellie remembers it and she wants to do it. So for math, we're using Bob Jones University. She's doing math too. BJU tends to be a little bit advanced, but after testing her this week, I discovered that she's even further along in math than I realized, because she was working out problems that I haven't even covered the concepts on yet. So we're probably going to skip quite a few lessons and just do the workbook pages to give her the extra practice. And breeze through it pretty quick and probably move on to Math 3 before the end of the year. But you could see she really, really likes this. It's super bright and colorful, laid out visually really nicely. There's little stories to go along with the lessons, and main characters that go throughout the book that are all part of the lessons. What I like about it is the fact that the teacher's guide is absolutely idiot proof because math is scary to teach, even if it's lower elementary. So with BJU, it tells me exactly what to say. It tells me what the answer is. It tells me exactly if there's manipulatives, what to lay out. It just step by step tells me what to do. And it seems to be working well for her. So we're going to continue on with BJU until it doesn't work. Now, for Alyssa, she's going into the 10th grade, so we had to make sure that she's receiving her full credits for the year. Math is undecided right now. She's been doing triad math, which only teaches what she needs to know for real life or what she's going to have on the ACT. And I think she's doing okay with it, but we are considering teaching textbooks pre-algebra for her. Math is not her strongest subject, so we're just kind of taking our time through it. So we'll decide later if we're going to stick with triad or if we're going to move on to teaching textbooks. For her science, we're doing, again, Apologia, exploring creation with biology. Lissa is a little science nut. Hi again, kitty cat. And she really enjoys Apologia. So we're just going to keep on keeping on with our Apologia curriculum. It's also visually laid out really nice. So it makes it easy for her to read. And this is completely her. I don't have to do anything with it. I don't have to teach. She just does it all on her own. For her history this year, well, actually, this is history, English, literature, Bible. She gets a lot of credits out of this one curriculum. This is Exploring World History by Knotgrass. The first book, there's 3 books that come with it. Part 1, Creation Through the Middle Ages. She really, really enjoys this curriculum. She did American history for 9th grade. And you can see it's biblically based and also gives you the secular world history. But it's just really nice curriculum. I love the way it's visually laid out. Again, she does this all on her own. There's no teaching involved for me. There's actually 2 parts to the world history book. The second part covers the Renaissance to the present. It's a lot like the first book, very visually appealing, laid out nicely. And then it has one more book called In Their Words that gives you the original documents, speeches, poems, various stories from world history. And I actually enjoy reading this because there's a whole lot in here that I did not cover in high school myself, or I have forgotten it. So I'm excited to do this with her this year, even though I'm not teaching anything with it and she's completely self-sufficient. This is something I'll probably be reading along with her. And then there's suggested literature to go with it as well that we can find at the library. So I hope that was helpful, especially to those of you new to homeschooling. All of this for Ellie is for her 4th grade. And as you can see, we're teaching at the level she's at. Just because she's in 4th grade doesn't mean that we have to have math for. It's just based on how she's doing. But like I said, we're going to be moving through this a little faster than I thought because she's a smart little booger. So I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Have a good school year.